Welcome back, friends, to the Dota 2 Gfinity Pro League.
You're right there, mate.
Yeah, the Gfinity Dota 2 Pro League.
Yes.
Yeah, I need these things written down. So yeah, that was the first game.
Yep.
Empire against PR. Empire took it. I would say it was even for about 10 minutes, and
Yep.
then they just went.
Yeah, like PR had a really good start. Like we said, they got first blood, and they had nice start. They looked like they were really in control.
Yeah,
They know what they're doing. I almost envisioned really like some good things with PR that game.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I just think that they in the team fights it just didn't quite come together.
Yeah.
It was Empire's experience and their sort of ability overall. And as you said, the problem was that once their initiation, it was a little bit tricky because that Batrider and that Doom basically said, okay, so you can no longer initiate with Storm.
Yep.
Because we'll just doom him until he gets the Lincolns, and we're going to push until then. And with the Batrider, it's like we can always look for a pick, and then just what are you going to do? We're just going to run at you.
Which is what I did straight away. They got some really good farm meta in the game. Like we remember we saw that Vengeful Spirit pick off straight away.
Yeah.
He just did some really good work that game, Batrider. He brought himself back into it, and Empire really took control of that game, despite the connection issues.
Yeah,
they kind of went with it.
I mean, these guys are experienced. I think
Well, that's it. Yeah, exactly. That's what you get when you're dealing with players of this sort of caliber.
That's the funny thing.
It's a
actually,
bit like us.
Yeah, exactly. We know what we're doing. When you get sort of newer teams or less experienced players, I think that kind of stuff could sort of unsettle them. But Empire were like, whatever, we've been doing this for ages. So,
it's like when you compare it to offline events or your LAN events as well, like how they compose themselves.
Yeah,
it just makes such a massive difference.
It does.
You can play so well online, but going into an offline experience, it can be completely different as well.
See you at LAN, mate.
Exactly. See you at LAN.
It does make a big difference. I've seen a lot of teams look really good online and then crumble, or teams that suddenly find their feet because it's like motivation and sort of adrenaline. So there we go. So the next game we've got up is Sigma against PR. Sigma, of course, some really good players, but haven't been delivering in the Pro League.
Yeah.
They're 3-0, and they actually lost to Empire in week 1, VP, and Rock's Kiss all in the same week. And I was casting that with Durka, and it was pretty ugly. Yeah, it was.
Was it? No, I think that was the week I casted with you. I think.
Was that? Yeah. Oh, week 1, and then you cast with Durka week 2.
Yeah, then you used week 3 because I used filming stuff in week 2. I think.
That's right. Yeah, for my movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a. I'm trying to think of some witty title, but I can't think of it.
It's called Dota 2 the movie so far. That's the working title. There's no big title, but yeah, it's going to be funny.
Yeah, you should give your creative team a bonus.
The day we were at the studios, which I didn't know, like if you have a YouTube channel and you have a certain number of subscribers, you get free use of a studio.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and this is a professional green screen studio.
Was this in London, I assume?
Yeah, right in the centre of London, right near Tottenham Court Road. They've got the Google offices there, and it's a green screen thing.
Is it in the Google offices? Is this where you went, or?
Yeah. I guess they've got lots of offices.
Yeah.
But this is like the studio part. So, me and my mate were like, we've got to find the Google canteen. You know that's going to be good.
Yeah, if you've seen
and we'd
that
be
film,
like, did you hear a plate?
Yeah.
Was that a plate clinking? I had cutlery. So we were like looking around for it. We couldn't find it. But the studio's really cool. Russell Brand was there the day we were filming.
Oh, wow.
He was filming something for the Oprah Winfrey Show.
And then there was you.
And we're in the next studio, and we're filming Earthshaker and Warlock, and we've got green dowling rods gaffer taped to the back of them. We're going, meow, 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 meow. So with a green screen, and like Russell Brand is walking up and down like, and he's got his entourage and everything, and me and Harry were like,
did he like poke his head in and see what you're doing, or was he pretty much?
No, we thought like we said, what if Russell like sees it and goes, oh lads, I've got to be in that, you know. And we could have had him go, what's going on here, or something like that. That would have been hilarious.
That would have been amazing.
Right, but instead he just came and did his thing and
so
left.
You did meet him?
I walked past him.
Did he acknowledge your existence?
No, but I don't know if I want to tell this story, but my mate used the toilet at the same time as Russell.
Right, so that was...
my mate did a number 2, and Russell had to do a number 1, so they didn't actually sort of cross paths.
Right.
But they did meet, and my mate said, all right, and he went, all right, and that was it.
And that's it, he's famous now.
And he was telling everyone like it was a good story. Like, I saw Russell Brand. Yeah, we were in the toilet at the same time. It was like, that's not a cool story.
That's like.
I mean, the good story is we were in the studio, and then the next studio was Russell Brand. That's a cool story.
Yeah.
Like I was in the, I was taking a poo. Like that's not.
I was having a poo, and
then I was pooing next to Russell Brand.
Was stood there. Yeah.
It's like okay, whatever.
Okay, let me just.
Back to Dota.
Yeah.
What are you looking up? Oh, cast is ready. Yeah. So we're missing one Sigma player. PR. It'll be the same team, obviously. We are missing, let me see, they got Fata, Sigma 10. I mean, who is that?
And there's someone called Dota.
Can we get right tags? Let's ask. Names, please. It does affect us when you're as simple as I am, and you don't cast as often as I do. It's difficult to know when a guy's name is just dash dash.
Yes. We should know if Dirk was here. But dash dash. That's.
Oh yeah, he plays under the name. That's Steve. Yeah, he'd know, wouldn't he?
He's good friends with Fred, who's the guy.
He's the guy who's just called Dota.
Dirk actually come into the lobby during the break, and he kind of said, "Please stop flaming me." But we wasn't flaming it. Like
were we flaming Dirk?
No. It was
when did we do that?
It was like friendly banter.
I don't even remember flaming him.
As we say in Essex, pure bants.
It's just pure bants, mate.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Pure bants in it.
What were we saying about Dirk that counts as flaming?
I don't know. I think he kind of thought that maybe like because we were sort of like laughing.
Oh,
at
we were
his
joking
extreme
about.
knowledge.
Oh yeah. We were saying about.
I think he knew it was a joke. I don't think he's upset.
I meant it. He should be upset, Dirk. He should be upset.
Yeah.
So there we go. Dota stand-in. Stand-in. Willie Cash. That's a good name. So we are waiting for the players to change their names to correct things instead of silly things. But we've got a good game coming up here. Please God, PR win this game. No offense, Sigma, but I've got rares riding on this, and
a mythical.
Baby needs a new pair of shoes. So
I was just hoping. Like the worst thing is though with Dota 2 Lounge is kind of like you bet like some really good rares away, and you get your rares back. But then, like the rares you get, maybe like you get like the most common Witch Doctor rare ever. So it's actually, I'm hoping that you actually get some decent rares back.
Yeah.
That's the downside to it. But
I'm just reading the chat in the lobby.
What's happening?
Bluesy is preemptively laying down the law about getting on with it.
Yes.
And I think the Sigma guys are rightly saying we expected the game at 8 o'clock, and of course it's now in CET 8:30. So fair enough. You know, for them to say let's get going. I understand that because everybody's got places to be and things to do.
Definitely.
Except me, I've got nothing to do. Some guy.
I see that tweet earlier. I was going to remember.
There's some guy I read it said that I was a drunk stay-at-home dad, which is a damned lie. That's practically libel.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sober right now.
Yeah, no, you've been sober for at least 10 minutes.
Exactly.
So,
and I believe it or not, I'm not drunk in charge of my kids. That's illegal, folks, and immoral. So a drunk stay-at-home dad implies that I lie around all day, sourced, and just shouting at my kids and playing Dota. And then he said he's bad at Dota. He's a clown. Yeah. That was the other part that I missed out.
I did comment on that. I did say that's unfair to say. You're also really bad at Hearthstone.
Exactly. Well. Yeah, I'm bad at Hearthstone. I stream Hearthstone all the time. I'm terrible at it. So okay. Although I did get up to Tauren Chieftain or Tauren Warrior level.
I literally got out of the tutorial and I kind of like.
It's great fun.
I think I need to give it like another chance.
You should, dude. It's worth playing definitely. And the whole you got to pay to win thing is rubbish.
I'll throw some cards at you sometime. We'll do that.
Throw some cards, man. I will wreck you, son.
You'll get paper cut, bro.
Oh, pure bants, innit? So here we go. PR will be playing the dire side. Sigma will be rocking the Radiant.
Just getting ourselves in game.
Just loading in the specs, pure specs in it, and we'll see how they do.
Was that a slight in it?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Blood.
Do you say in it in Essex? What other Essex slang can you teach me that's safe to say on television?
Wow, now you put me on the spot. It kind of just comes naturally.
Oh, right? it's just who I am.
What about?
You have a think.
Yeah.
Come up with some good ones.
Yeah.
Write them down, and I'll try to use them. So the final spectator has finally connected, and we will be going into the Picks and Ban stage very soon.
Okay,
this is always both exciting and unexciting. Yes. But go ahead.
Peng.
Peng?
Yeah, means it's good.
Something is well good. Peng, mate.
Yeah, so like someone's picks are peng, which means they're good.
How can that mean anything?
It means good. Like, it's peng. That's peng, bro.
What else?
There's like obviously like you got like the very sort of Essexy kind of. I'll word this kind of discreetly because obviously want to keep this PG rated. But have you heard the term vajazzle?
Oh my god.
Let's
move on. Yeah, I've heard the term
piercings
in
certain places.
So now Bluesy's questioning the failure of Fata to load into the game. Lag issues. Keeping it together, Bluesy. So yeah, peng.
Yeah.
That's good.
Like,
I've heard that when you talk about someone, you could say my fam, right? In other words, like my family, but it's not necessarily a family. They'll just be like buddies, part of your
or
group.
parents or rents.
Your rents.
Yeah, your
rents. As in pair rents.
Yeah, so that's just more of an abbreviation.
That's stupid. Why not me pairs? Because he'd a bit confused with pairs. People are saying, where did you bring me pairs? My pairs are here. Literally mean pairs. They'd be like, oh, sorry, I mean pair rents. Ugh. So he crashed. So there you go. That happens in Dota. I have that all the time. I've got to say, Steam and Dota have been a little bit flaky lately.
Yeah, it's been...
Something's been up. Something's happened. I don't know what they've changed, but no offense, Valve, but sort it out, because Dota's been up and down. I was playing today. It was up and down like crazy. We were in a game. We're trying to find a game. It would pop up randomly saying your party invites expired. Then it says this. Then it says that. I'm not quite sure what's going on behind the scenes. But
it was like last night as well. I was playing and it just kicked me out of the party, didn't it? At the end of the night.
Yeah, it was like literally the game ended and it was like boop. And then you were like, oh, it's alright. Someone else can take my spot. I was like, oh man.
Whoa! You make it sound like I just completely flaked out.
It felt
Shane was there.
It felt like a buckle. Yeah, that's true. Shane was. And like, he's busy like 3 nights a week, so.
Exactly. Yeah. I was like, I'll make way for Shane.
The thing is, do you know what my win rate with Shane is 36%.
Yeah.
So I'm better off without him, to be honest with you.
I don't think we've lost a game yet, because I think we've played like 3 games now.
That's true. That's true. We haven't lost a game yet. Yeah. But the problem is, once we play with Shane, like he carries us up a little bit.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, when we play at like our natural setting, then it's good. But once you play with better players, like it's so much harder.
And when Shane goes like AFK like 10 minutes in to go and cook burgers, and
randomly picks randoms and leaves, and he comes back in with 10 minutes left. Goes, right, I'm mid. You're like, no. We've already sorted this out.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh well, I randomed the support, but I'm not going to buy any support items. I hate you, Shane. My son, disappointed dad, right here.
Oh.
So
we're just.
So somebody's offline. This is it. This is the problem you've got.
Who's offline? Because everyone's
here. Is in the lobby, but he's offline. It's a bug in Dota. He can't. The lobby system is kind of messed up. It's a sort of Steam bug as well. I've had this before. So this game's a little bit delayed.
It's all right. I took my watch off during the break. I went to look at the time.
It's 20 to 8. So this game is 40 minutes late. We apologise for that, guys. These are all technical issues that are outside our control. These are outside the player's control. This is both the internet and Steam being...
And the gremlins.
Bit of a knob. That's basically all we could say.
Yes.
So this happens
though. Big announcement for...
Oh, yeah. Gus, well, that's 20 minutes until the big announcement. How are they going to handle that?
What do you mean, how are they going to handle it?
Well, I mean, is it going out on our broadcast, or is it just their...
Well, I think there's going to be like a big Facebook and Twitter thing.
Okay.
But I think it's more pure sheer coincidence that we're broadcasting at the time.
So they haven't said, let's pick the Pyrion and Joe show, and we'll put it out then.
I'd like to think that that's what they said. But in reality... Okay, so we've just been told by our executive production team that it's going to go up on YouTube, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then it's also going to be, when we stopped for a little break between the games, we're going to run an advert for it. So I'm guessing really after this game, because realistically it's going to be after 8 o'clock by the time. So stay tuned, watch this game, and then straight after that we'll run to some adverts, and you'll actually be able to see the big venue announcement for G3.
Indeed. I think we should just take a couple of minutes break here, if we can, while we're waiting for the players to get in lobby, because Fata is having some connection issues, but he will be back soon, and we will be back soon. So we'll see you guys in a couple. Stay there. Yes. Welcome back, chums, and we are straight into the picks and bans. Joe, Bane banned, Visage banned, Batrider banned.
Yeah, they don't want to mess around with that this time.
They don't want to face him again.
They felt the wrath of Batrider last game, and they thought, nope, not again.
Now, the Bane ban, that's interesting because he is a very strong support. Maybe Sigma.
I love Bane. I do love this
Yeah,
guy.
he's another one of those heroes like Rubik that I don't play much, but when I do, I think he's awesome. Ember Spirit ban, Ancient Apparition pick, so we get to see AA. Very popular at the moment.
Yep.
Now, Ember Spirit, he's one of those guys, like, when you see him, he can ball out of control so much.
Yeah.
I kind of understand that ban because he's very powerful. But,
he's been really big recently.
If
he gets the farm, he can be catastrophic.
He can be, and I mean, even he's very hard to kill. He's great at chasing. I mean, just fantastic. And that Flame Guard, man, if they nerf him at all, that's what they'll nerf, because that's ridiculous.
We've all been chopped down by a Flame Guard.
Yeah, it's just the Flame Guard thing, the burn, the fact that it you just put it on. I mean, it's not even a very it's not even a very long cooldown or mana or anything. It's a little OP. Here we go. Okay, so Invoker.
Seeing some more popular faces now.
Yeah,
so
lots of fun. So the Batrider and Bane bans have actually opened it up a bit, so Sigma can get something like Invoker. Maybe they could get someone like Nyx Assassin here. He's very, very strong. We saw in the last game he did okay. So there you go, Nyx Assassin. So let's open it up a bit and see what PR respond with.
Definitely, see if they're going to. Looks like that PR are just trying to grab their support straight away, whereas Sigma have just gone, Invoker, Nyx.
The funny thing is it's not often that you can say, I'm going to pick my mid first, and we don't care what you do about it. I mean, Invokers, that shows how strong.
Yeah, that's how good Invoker is. Yeah. That is him in a nutshell.
You can put him in the safe lane as well, because he does benefit from farm, but I think that's kind of a gamble. I think you're better off putting him mid, and he's so good there.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, he can be run 2 different lanes. I wouldn't put him off lane, but otherwise, safe lane, mid, he can, he's got that flexibility to run either lane. Yeah, you know what? Sigma had no right to sort of say, yeah, we'll pick him.
We'll just take Invoker, yeah.
Give us your worst. Give us your best.
I mean, he's, obviously he would be, if he didn't get picked, he would be straight away banned. He would be in the second round of bans. So now PR are like, okay, great. We've got AA, who's really easily ganked by Nyx.
Yeah.
We've given away Invoker. What the hell do we do?
Yes.
And I'm looking at my rares now, Joe, and I'm not liking what I see.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure on me as well, because I kind of nudged you with that bet. I was like,
yeah, you literally forced me to.
I was like the dodgy guy at the trade. I was, hey, look at this.
Oh, it's a dead cert, mate. Yeah, dead cert.
PR, got this in the bag, mate.
Yeah, mate. No, mate, it's well peng this game.
Yes,
would that be an appropriate use? This tip. Mate, I've got peng tip for you.
Yeah, that's a sick tip.
Sick.
Bruv.
Sick tip, bruv.
I'm glad you're learning.
I'll blend seamlessly into Essex.
You could go and you could actually be on that TV show.
What, The Only Way is Essex?
I'd love to see you on The Only Way is Essex.
God,
could you imagine the contrast?
Oh, I'd want to kill myself.
Shut up, period.
Period.
Get some fake tan.
Oh God, my sister watches that show. She loves it. She's such a scrub. Clockwork.
Nice solid offlaner there for Power Rangers.
Or a mid. You can go mid, strong.
Yeah.
I like to take him mid because you want to get him leveled up. You want to get him some farm because he doesn't need because his spells are so strong, but he really benefits from a few items.
But how well would he fare up against an Invoker at middle? That's the question.
I'm not sure. I mean, the thing is, if you get Rocket Flare, a few levels in that, it's much easier to sit back and last hit.
Yeah.
You're not going to get, you can cogs and get away from Cold Snap and things like that. So it's not as difficult as it is for some.
Yeah.
But I mean, he once he hits 6 as well, he can always, if he gets really stuck, hook shot away. Yeah. So he does have ways to stop you. And also, Invoker doesn't necessarily want to be stuck in the Rage Cage with Clockwork and Assault Badge either.
True,
so
very true. So looking at bans as well. So Power Rangers banning out the Rubik and Dazzle.
Yeah, look at this. Just ban all the symbols. Dazzle, Rubik, Bane. We'll ban them all. Batrider because we don't want to get ganked again. But Sigma, they're banning much scarier heroes to me. Slark, Ember, and Visage. Much scarier. Much scarier. But anyway, we'll see what Power Rangers are building towards in terms of a team comp.
Yep.
4th ban now for Sigma. What do you think? Do you think you can call it?
Well, no, not at all. Really, when Power Rangers need to pick up something big now, so maybe something along those lines want to pick up something. Well, I think that's reasoning behind banning Slark and Ember Spirit. Maybe they're going to ban maybe a Doom or something big like that.
Yeah, maybe.
What do you think?
I'm not sure. I mean, if I'm looking at their lineup, they've got Nyx, they've got Invoker. Rubik's already banned. At this point, I don't know if they ban a support. It's a tricky one. It is a tricky one. It's quite early on. I mean, I don't know enough about.
It's too early in the, for these teams forming to figure out what the composition is so far.
I mean, if I was PR, I immediately don't want to have to be up against Nix because he's no fun, especially with an AA because he is like target number 1.
Yes. He is food for Nix Assassin.
I mean, I think that AA's ult, like, this is the thing that Durka was saying. With the changes, because we saw Visage got Scepter in the last game. That wasn't even a long game.
Yeah.
And he had it like 20-odd minutes. Lycan, so there you go.
Okay,
that makes sense. So, with the way that the game is now, the current meta, as Durka was saying last week, the reason that these supports are suddenly so bannable and so important is because with Scepter, his ult is absolutely disgusting. Like a lot of these guys. Like Earthshaker's ult becomes ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because you blink slam with Scepter, it bounces off heroes twice. If you're up against something like a PL or even, I think, a Terrorblade, I don't know if Terrorblade's illusions count as heroes the way that PL's illusions do for purposes of
I think it does,
Slam.
I think it does.
Possibly it does, yeah. So, I mean, the strength of that is huge.
Yeah.
And his Shadow Shaman, so a good support. And again, likely to get a Scepter because of the way that things have changed. And at that point, Wards becomes ridiculous.
Yeah, they become strongly hard hit. Good for taking melting towers.
Oh god, yeah. Especially if you can get a refresher, but that tends to be a little later. I don't think you'd be pretty hard pressed to see but he does farm very quickly. He's got that flash farm with Ether Shock, so it'll be interesting to see if they can. I mean, I think you would prioritize something like a Scepter on Shadow Shaman and an AA, which is great. I mean, you don't necessarily want to get one on a Lich or a Sand King because by the time, like, the difference is for me with Earthshaker. Because you've got the blink, they haven't got time to BKB and dodge the damage.
Well, yeah, it's done then.
Yeah, and with Sand King, because the damage happens in pulses,
and you've got a channel to get before you even go in there.
Exactly, they've got time to maybe BKB and not suffer quite as much. And the same is definitely true of Lich's ult. I mean, it's the slowest moving ball of obviousness that it's possible to see. So you've got time to BKB.
Scatter and run away.
So it's not as Scepter worthy, but there you go. So a Puck pick. So it will be Clock off lane in all likelihood, and Puck mid against Invoker.
Nice counter there. So Puck does hold its own against Invoker.
Hold their own against it. Yeah,
yep.
I think that is the correct way to refer to Puck. What is the deal? Puck's got like 3 sort of tendrils coming out of his head and a beard. I'm never quite sure. I mean, but then again, he's like a fairy thing, so he can do whatever the heck he likes.
Yeah,
also, I think he's got 2 sets of eyelids. I'm sure you can see the second one blink. Yeah, there you go. Like the dude in Men in Black. Will Smith catches him. And he's the guy has 2 sets of eyelids.
I haven't seen that film for a while.
That's a good movie. I like that film.
So, next pick for Sigma. What are they going to do here? Let's have a look at this. Since we've got the mid, we've got a potential offlane of Nix Assassin. They've got a nice support of Shadow Shaman, so they're looking at potentially another support, something strong like Venomancer, for example.
Boom.
And then they're going to look at something big. Maybe a Juggernaut will work really well. Venomancer as well. You've got the
Shackles.
So I won't be shocked if you saw Juggernaut getting banned.
Yeah, could well see Jug. I mean, the only thing that I would say is the Jug. It's tough when you've got a clock because he can just stick down the cogs and everybody walks away from spinning. However, and the other thing is I think Puck can disjoint Jug's ult or phase shift out of it so he can dodge it. I think I'm right in saying that. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if you can you can't disjoint it, but you can certainly dodge it. I don't think you can.
Well, if the Juggernaut ult's going onto Puck and phase shifts, unless there's another target for the Jug to move on to, it stops.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if it will be Jug, but that's only Puck. But yeah, the cogs and the blade and the Blade Fury is it's not as much. It's not as good in my opinion. But we'll see. I don't know. I could be entirely wrong, and they'll pick Jug and absolutely destroy with him. But so far, Sigma's team looking very strong. Nix Assassin offlane, Shadow Shaman, Venomancer safe, or even could do a bit of a roam. I mean, that Hex being an instacast, that Hex is crazy because it's like Lion's Hex as well. It's like, that's it. You're a chicken.
Yeah.
What are you going to do, buddy? You're a chicken. And then I get in range for the Shackle.
Yeah.
Disruptor. Okay, so there you go. Very strong again. Another support that's very strong. And again, benefits from a Scepter. Static Storm is the most insane. The Scepter duration, 7 seconds. Plus damage. With a silence as well, and I mean that people like Invoker and Shadow Shaman, they need to be able to cast their spells and press buttons.
Oh yes. So Weaver getting banned out there by Sigma for their last ban. Last ban now for Power Rangers.
Yeah. Yeah. Did we mention, by the way, that the G3 announcement thing is on YouTube and we're going to play it out on the stream later? Did we mention that?
Yes, that was mentioned.
We did. I'll just reiterate that statement. Lifestealer. Okay. Yep. We will just reiterate after this game. We're gonna, or possibly at some point tonight, we're gonna stream the announcement from G3, which is on YouTube. So we'll play it on the stream later. So fear not, the big G3 announcement will be revealed on this very show.
Or I think if you can't wait, it will be on their YouTube channel from about.
Or you can go and look at it on YouTube right now if you want. But stay here and watch this game instead.
Yeah, watch us instead. We're much better than YouTube.
Exactly. Who needs YouTube when you've got
Essex?
Us guys.
Yes.
When you've got Essex Tube. I have been to Essex a few times. It's nice. It's nice. Very scenic.
It's
very scenic.
That sounds very forced.
No, it's not. It's genuinely not forced at all. So Tinker.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that will be. So in this case, I think you could put Tinker safe or Invoker safe, and either one would work just fine. You could do all kinds of crazy stuff actually.
Well, I think the Tinker's maybe like that's basically to go against Puck at middle. I think Tinker would hold his own better against Puck. Except for the phase shift against those missiles, potentially.
Yeah, but I mean...
But you got to maybe unless you go for the March and Machines route, which we spoke about earlier, actually. So.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of rushing that way. But I mean, if you're going to go... I mean, oh goodness me, so Marana, okay. So, yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah.
Not the traditional sort of lineup from either team. This is an Action Jackson lineup for sure. So we'll see what happens. I'm intrigued. No one has like the absolute hard carry Alk or someone like that. You know, they've gone for more of a fun line. Mirana can carry the hell out of a game. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
She's ridiculous if she gets the farm, and she can be very strong. But
Tinker can keep people on their toes as well.
Absolutely.
Invokers, Forge Spirits moving around the map as
well.
But
I don't think someone like a Mirana, if you compare her to someone like, say, a Luna or a Medusa or someone who's like the proper hard carry. I mean, her role is listed as... one of them is listed as carry, nuker, disabler, and escape.
Yeah.
So she is technically a carry, but but then again, so is Invoker listed as a carry, and I don't necessarily, I don't know. He's seems like someone who's
fights, but you
he is, yeah. You wouldn't want to just stand and punch someone.
Yeah.
He's not a right clicker, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
But anyway, they are both carries, I guess. Like late game, you wouldn't want to face either of them. So back into Smooth Drag. All right, get used to this again. So we got Moon on the Marana, which seems apt. J4 on an AA. FNG on the Disruptor. Cheshire Cat rocking a Clockwork, and he will be going safe. So it is an aggressive tri-lane, I think, here with Marana, Disruptor, and AA, unless this is just some kind of a early movement thing, and then they'll be heading top. But I don't think you'd want Clock in a tri-lane, so they will be sticking around, I think.
Yeah.
Interesting. And Sigma here.
Yeah, so
we'll be moving up. Who have we got?
Miguel on that Nyx Assassin. Someone by the name of Dota playing Tinker. Feta on the Invoker. Sigmad on the Venomancer. And to a missed out, we've got a pass on the Shadow Shaman.
Look at that name. It's just all underscores.
Yeah.
How did he come up with these names? Anyway.
I think it's that's another
Come Roche, says FNG. That's funny. 1,500 hit points. What is this BM baiting going on in all chat?
At least they're having fun.
Yeah. It's good to see.
But we're like, no, PR, take this seriously.
Come on now, guys. The thing is, that's an interesting bit of a ploy, because you'd kind of think, well, should we look? Because if they announce that they're doing Roche, and they are, and you don't go, you kind of feel like an idiot.
Yeah.
But I think the real truth is that there's no way PR could do Roche level 1 with this lineup.
Yeah, I was going to say there's no lifesteal. There's nothing.
Yeah, there's no heal, there's no lifesteal. It would be ridiculously ballsy.
Interesting though that the Shadow Shaman could be slightly out of place here if he does get caught.
Down goes a ping. Ward placed. Let's see if they can catch the Shadow Shaman here, but he's just going to run away and hide in the trees. Clockwork will be up against the Nyx Assassin, and that's not a terrible
yeah, that's not terrible at all.
Combo. Oh, nice early in your facer. But coming back with the mana burn. They're going to trade blows? No. A little bit of punching going on. What's happening bot?
Look at the Nyx mana pool straight away.
Yeah.
Those cogs.
I mean, but the cogs is like, look at the mana drain that it has. 80. But if you're Nyx, your opening mana pool is 247.
Or Ring of Death down the bottom lane there. The Shadow Shaman giving a lot of trouble.
Shadow Shaman
does miss.
Turns around for an Ether Shock. Wow, I didn't think he'd turn around there. He's surviving on absolutely nothing, and AA in all kinds of trouble. The auto attack's coming down. Can Tinker get one more attack off? No, he can't. He's got laser up. He can finish it with laser here. Pew! Disruptor walks away. It's 15 health. I think he was down to. But wait, look at this. Shadow Shaman's coming around the back. He's got an Ether Shock. If he can find Disruptor, this is an easy kill. Womba Zap!
Oh.
First blood. Go in the way of Paz, killing FNG.
Very ballsy work there.
Really? Oh, this is my favourite kind of try against try, fight, fight, fight. AA needs to be careful here.
Yeah, he's
once this thing hits level 2,
Sunstrike
into the shackle, and there's
kill.
another kill. But they're going to get the Shadow Shaman. That goes to a kill going the way of Mirana, and they might be able to kill Tinker here.
Oh, he's in
Can
trouble,
they get him? He is in all kinds of trouble. Couple more pulses. Managed to hit a tree, but no. Disruptor finishes him off.
Trouble. No, he's gonna walk away.
He has to run away.
Wow,
4-4 in 2 minutes. So this is it. You sit around for 2 hours waiting for a game of Dota, and then you get one.
Wow.
Nice.
Warblades both teams there.
Shadow Shaman just knew where to look for that Disruptor. That was really nice. Classy. A classy bit of game of hide and seek there.
Yeah. Notice the Gale, though, from the Venomance just completely crippled them.
Oh,
They just couldn't move. They couldn't do anything.
Oh, and there's another Sunstrike. Disruptor gets the circle down. That might save Mirana. But she needs to be very careful here. So much aggression. Disruptor dying. Meanwhile, Invoker is farming mid. Good start to this game.
Yeah. And that early Sunstrike for Invoker really paying off. Got 2 assists already. That's really going to help with the gold.
I don't know. Does he get the assist if he's not in assist range? Although the Sunstrike is? I'm not sure if because the assist, you have to be nearby to get the assist, I think. Okay. But I think if you've cast a global spell that's assisted, I think then it's okay. Here. Puck against Invoker, he's chasing him. He's got creeps on his side.
Well, it's because he knows he's only got Sunstrike. He can't really do anything.
Where you going, buddy? Oh, Puck diving this really deep. Couple more auto attacks. No, phase shifts the tower damage. That switches the aggro. Can he get him? No, he has to back up. The stupid creep didn't do his job. Fata has to kill his way out. And Puck out of mana. Meanwhile, what's happening? Bot. Are they fronting up? Shadow Shaman come around the back. I think they're thinking, look, guys, we can kill this AA. If I turn him into a chicken, you put him in the circle of fun, and then Tinker does his stuff. Not the circle of fun, sorry, give him the Gale. In terms of farm, it's going the way of Sigma at the moment, but there's not much in it. There's only a few losses. But if you look at it as a percentage of overall farm, then they're crushing. Yeah.
Meanwhile, this AA needs to be careful down the bottom lane. Shadow Shaman moving in, not within shackle range, but we missed a kill on top though. Clockwork managed to kill Nyx.
Yeah. Damn, missed that.
But that's not the first sort of critical kill we've missed.
No, that's true. That's true. There's a lot of action.
Yeah.
I need to keep an eye on the minimap a bit more. So Puck Invoker. Puck just taking the lead, 16-4.
He's really sticking it to that Invoker.
Yeah, he really is. Because as you said, he's got the Sunstrike, so what are you going to do, pal? I'm going to get up all in your face. Nyx Assassin glimpsed. The Carapets doing a lot of work. There's a stun catcher disruptor. Clock able to dodge it. Doesn't have mana for cogs. There's the circle. Miguel in all kinds of trouble. And that's 4-3 to PR.
Nice pick off there. Nice work there for the Clockwork.
AA moseying top. I wonder if they're going to turn this around and just say, well, let's win this tri-lane and just crush Nyx, push his tower down.
I think they kind of realised, you know what, Miranda, just hold out as long as you can down at bottom. Let's just make something happen on top. Let's try and claw this back a little bit.
I guess they're thinking, look, you know, they've got one stun, I guess, kind of bot. I mean, you've got a slow. It's not, you know, it's not quite as if you're facing a triple stun lane. Mirana should be okay if she plays it carefully.
Speaking of Mirana, where's she off to?
She is coming around the back for an arrow and Invoker. They want to shut this guy down. They did give him up in the pick stage.
Yeah.
So they want to make sure that he doesn't get his way.
He's gonna get
but here comes a ping. He's going to get caught. Shadow Shaman knows exactly where he is. Comes around the back. What?
What's going on here?
What is... Okay. There's the shackle into Sunstrike into Ether Shock. Can she get away?
Nope.
No. Invoker kills her. So the gank is flip-flopped.
Failed,
It's a flip-flop gank.
Meanwhile,
that was weird. They both sort of stood there. I guess they couldn't see each other. I thought they could see each other. That was really weird.
The visibility on those stairs is really weird.
It is a bit strange.
Yeah. Like even if you stood at the top of the stairs, I don't think you can see down until you've actually walked down.
Right. And PR are looking for a round-the-back re-gank. Oh, but wait a minute. They walk straight into trouble. Are they going to be able to catch Venomancer?
The Gale has slowed him down, though.
But they got hook shot and they got cogs. This is a dead snake. Pow. Now it's 5-4. Just all action. 9 kills in 5 minutes. Let's see if they can keep this up.
Meanwhile, on top lane,
Miguel kills AA. We got there just in time to see a punch. from one of his little claws. So now it's 5-5.
Wow, what this game? 10 kills, 6 minutes in.
Yeah, nice.
This is a great game, Piran.
Yep, that's what I like to see, buddy. Action, action, action. Tinker has 2,000 gold. He's doing well in his ultimate quest for Boots of Travel.
Yep. He's going to get those not too far away, another couple of minutes or so.
But he's got, I mean, look at he's gotten for the March build, so he's going for that push build.
Yeah. Got
3 levels in it. But, I mean, laser and rockets are too good not to take a level off.
Exactly, especially the range on those rockets
yeah.
as well. But Miranda could be in a little bit of trouble. She has got leap, so she's not too worried.
I think she should be okay, unless Sigma can land a gale, but no, she leaps away. See, that's the thing. Unless they can land everything perfectly, she's very tricky to catch.
If the gale catches, then they could quite easily catch up with her.
Yeah.
But
that leap is just so strong. And she's taken she's maxing Starfire. I always do these stupid things and either put more levels in leap or in Sacred Arrow than I should. But
yeah,
Sacred Arrow is just good. Oh, she's in trouble now. She's in trouble now. She's a chicken. Now she's shackled. There's the gale. There's the laser. There's the rocket. Nope, Ether Shop to finish. Shadow Shaman wants to get his scepter. He's like, I need a scepter, damn it. I got to get busy.
But he's certainly making things happen there. More gold there for Tinker as well. And I think the bots are ready. The recipe is sitting on the courier.
Oh, nice.
So that's 7.5 minute Boots of Travel there for Tinker.
That's something. That is something. He's got 30 last hits. 113. So he's been there or thereabouts. He hasn't been out of lane very much, so that's good. He only died once. They haven't been able to shut him down. I think that rotation actually hurt them quite a bit.
Yeah.
Because this Tinker, if they just delayed his Boots of Travel, now they've got trouble. I really think I'm not entirely sure about that rotation. Actually, I think they should have stayed and tried to contest.
I kind of like PR sort of thought, like it's not working, guys. Let's just looks like AA could be in trouble again though. Sunstrike goes down and AA goes down again on top lane.
Oh, top lane. I'm looking at their pings.
Buddy.
God damn it. No, I was looking at like the pings, of course, of the players pinging. I thought it was you pinging it because I was, thinking as someone who plays. Oh, he knows he's there. There's the hook just in time. And there go the cogs. Miguel in all kinds of trouble. This is the beauty. This is the beauty of Clockwork. Is the battery assault continues. Whether you're stunned, whether you're carapace, it doesn't matter. All he has to do is get you in that circle and the rage cage.
So much exchanging going on right now, Piran. I don't know about you. I
Did
can't
we miss
keep up
another
with this.
kill?
Yeah, we missed another one. Venomancer went down to the hands of Disruptor on bottom lane.
Nice.
And Rhino isn't on cooldown, but everything's on cooldown from Disruptor.
Just all action.
Now, if you look at the graphs, I've got a feeling that it might be favouring Sigma slightly.
Let's have a look. XP, just under 1,000 gold, 500. So
there's not much in it at all.
They've just been too busy fighting. There's hardly been any farming. But the two farmers actually, look at this. The Invoker and the Tinker are top farmers. But Puck's not that far behind. Uh-oh.
It says sec.
Uh-oh.
Please.
We'll take a sec too. To drink a little bit of water.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like the first 9 minutes of this game has just been
14
non-stop.
kills, nice.
This is what I like. This is what I like to cast. This
action Dota.
Yes.
All right, now here's the thing. Here's the thing, Joe. Okay. Right? Tinker already has rearm. He's taken rearm pretty early because he's got his Boots of Travel. But I mean, he doesn't even have a Soul Ring.
Yeah, so he hasn't really got the mana pool to kind of keep up with what he wants to do.
I mean, that is kind of surprising.
I mean, the Soul Ring's not too hard to achieve anyway. I mean, it's only like 700 gold or something like that. So, that's not too far away. But when he's marched on a machine, costs him 190 mana, and he's only got just under 600 himself. Plus the rearm, that's 150 mana. It only gives him like 200 mana to play before he needs to go back to base anyway. And by the time you use the Boots of Travel, that's 75 mana.
He said suddenly got 150 ping. I play with 150 ping all the damn time. I'm not even kidding.
Maybe that's why we play so.
Like when I play with friends who like US East, US West.
Yeah.
I play on 150 ping, and they're like, "Oh, lag spike!" Like that's the difference that the pros notice. Whoa, that took 3 milliseconds longer than normal.
Well, that's exactly it. It's like we said earlier about the caliber of these players. These little things just make such a huge difference.
Yeah. They're prima donnas, is what it is. He reboots connection.
Fair play. Well, the clock is ticking. I bet Bluesy's got his stopwatch out.
Yeah.
He'll be there.
So, yeah. I mean, I'm just I'm just saying that whenever I play as Tinker, I'm always told No, you don't get rearm early because you don't have the mana pool to sustain it.
Yeah.
And you'll basically go to lane, cast a spell, rearm,
and go back again. Yeah.
and not have the mana to you'll have to just rearm just to go back. But I mean, if literally all he's going to do is go there, march, rearm, go back, and just keep doing that, he could be doing that.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to get the farm eventually. It'll take a while, but he'll get there.
Yeah, they've got pretty crazy. They've got really good push, actually.
Yeah.
Because the Forge Spirits can help push. Venomancer's, he's not amazing at pushing, but he's not bad. And he's quite good at anti-push with his Plague Wards. They're nice, they do help. Tinker, of course, amazing at pushing. Shadow Shaman is very good at pushing. Another thing is PR don't have a team that they want to take mega late game either.
Well,
but their push is really, 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 really not great.
No, I mean, you got Clockwork, you can do quite a bit of work late game. Mirana, like we said, you get a Desolator up and they get a BKB. She's not too bad.
But in terms of their push...
Yeah, in terms of their push, no,
they've got very little.
They've got very little.
I mean, the thing is, unless you're AA ulting and rocket flaring lanes of creeps, but, I mean, you're not going to outpush Tinker in that regard. March beats that, so... and it's going to be tricky, I think, for PR as the game goes on. Sigma are just going to wear them down. Certainly
are. And our production team just sent us through the Dota 2 Lounge stats for this game. So currently the odds are in favour of Sigma, 72 to 28 in favour of Sigma.
That hasn't changed. That's changed by about 1%.
Yeah, it was around the 30% mark earlier when I made my bet on well, I think we also got to keep our bet choices anonymous. But
no, it's too late because I would have given it away.
Yes. So yeah, we chucked a couple of rares on PR.
Yeah, I put 4. I think 2 rares, two above the rare. I can't remember if it's mythical.
Yeah, I think I put 3 rares in, but then again, I'm not peering flax. I don't know people.
Nobody does. No, Joe, I don't get free stuff. I told you. Nobody gives me free stuff.
I'm not insinuating anything. I think you've just got a bit of a guilty conscience.
No, dude. There's there's honestly people think that the Valve just give items to people, but they totally don't. I've asked them loads of times.
I've tried. My God, I've tried.
The only thing they gave me was some copies of my announcer pack to give away, but I sold them. No, I'm only kidding.
Sold your soul to the devil.
Yeah, but it was. They don't give away free stuff. They can't. The whole business hinges on it.
Did you get a free copy of the Peer and Flax announcer pack?
I got 6 free copies.
And
they said if you ever want another free copy, you just have to ask.
Okay.
But I gave away the free copies, and I was like, if people want it, they can buy it. Because basically everyone on my friends just was like, hey, give me a free copy. I was like, damn, this is starting to add up.
Yeah.
So yeah. I should get some more and actually do a contest on my stream. That would be nice.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Losers get a copy of my announcer pack. Winners get something good.
You have to use it.
Winners get something good. So we're waiting for a reconnect. He's got to restart his router. It takes 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, it depends. Fiber optic broadband these days, it takes 20 minutes to restart.
God, yeah. So the final game was meant to be starting now. So the final game is going to be delayed by at least, say, 45, 50 minutes. Because this game could go on a little way. So Bluesy again putting down the hammer.
Yeah, no credit to him. He's
I mean, I think that the players are used to being given leeway with things like DCing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't call 150, lag spike.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, a lag spike is 300-400 up from 70-80.
When you physically can't move.
When it's click. Okay, now it's happened. Then that's a spike. But saying he's at 150, is that a spike? I mean, that doesn't seem like a spike to me. How could you even notice that? When honestly, when I played, between EU, I mean that's obviously the reactions of these guys is so much higher than my ancient reactions. They're like flies, and I'm like a sloth by comparison.
That is a nice comparison actually, but
I'm
the
comparing
worst part
myself
is I'm in
to a
that same
sloth.
boat.
Yeah. Who's in the same boat? You?
Yeah.
You got bad reactions, Joe? Didn't you used to be a competitive gamer?
Yeah, but it's different from clicking on people's heads on Counter-Strike to to actually having to think.
You got to think. That's true.
That's the best way to describe it, though. Both games have a certain art to them.
Yeah.
But they're completely different arts.
True.
It's like comparing pottery and painting.
Something else. Pottery and painting. Yeah, that's a really good shout, actually. You could be an amazing painter, but your pots look like someone sat on an ashtray.
Yeah.
In it.
All right, what's happening here at middle? Smoke gank coming up. We go back in the game.
This is ambitious.
Yeah. And Vendetta as well, just to seal the deal.
This is
but I think,
certain doom for poor AA, but he's just gonna hide in the trees. They're looking for him. Is he hasted? God dang,
that's just Vendetta.
Quick.
That's just the moose bit of a Vendetta. AA's
he's
in trouble
here. Found you! Hey guys, there's an ice cream shop over here. Pacow! Sunstrike 2.
See ya.
Bazap. And that
poor
is.
He knew it was happening as well. He knew it was coming.
That was a hands-freer. I played a game the other day with Elia from Infused, and she thought she was dead. She hands-freed it, just sat there. And we were like, Elia, you're alive! She was like, oh! She's like on 20 hit points. Sometimes you just give up.
Yeah, we've all been there.
I mean, I still run because I still live in hope because I'm not a pro. Like, the pros know when they're done, right?
Yeah.
People like me, we hope.
There is but hope.
He's, see, now this is good. This is, for those of you at home who may not be used to playing Disruptor, max glimpse first, kids. Max glimpse first. Because his other spells, like the Circle of Fun, scales terribly. It's like an extra half a second per level.
You need to get a 1 point in that, really.
Yeah. And it does its job. You're not going to hold them in there for 4 seconds. That's really later game that you need to worry about keeping them in there. The main thing you want to do is glimpse and get a Circle of Fun and then let your friends go to town.
Yes.
You're basically helping. And then when you get your scepter and your ult, then you become the big daddy. But until then, Clockwork, he's got the business to. Oh my giddy god!
That was a really nice
missed that.
Going to work on that Venomancer, no.
That was incredible. That was a downtowner. He got him in this lane here.
Yeah.
Okay. So I missed that because when you move the. Look, here's the weird thing about smooth drag. Like, if I click here, the mouse disappears, right? And if I move right and left, it can move right and left. But if you move down, it stops if you move it too far down. It's really actually, they need to fix that.
Yeah,
you've got to kind of move diagonally. It's kind of weird. But anyway, yeah, try and turn smooth drag on and practice yourself, kids, because it's flipping hard. So now we've got, he's only level 5, otherwise this would be a dead tower for sure. So instead, Miguel's going to have to come in and help out.
Yeah, Invoker making moves on that tower, T1 at middle as well.
Yeah, this is lots of push. See, this is the problem. Nice Dream Coil catches Invoker. There's the circle. Disruptor's there. He's used Glimpse to get Fata right back into trouble. Sunstrike will miss. Fata drops, but so does Disruptor. Manages to get his ult off. Manages to get the silence on Veno, who is running for his life, but he is a dead snake. And he dies, and that's 2 dead. However, they lost mid, and they lost top. Yes. And they're up against a very heavy push lineup. There's Mana Boots on Shadow Shame, and that is nice. That is a nice get. And Tinker is becoming a real issue. Because the problem is, if you push, once he gets Blink, all he has to do is come to your lane and go, pow, and then just cast things from here. It's like, well, there goes your push. Because you don't have one anyway. They're relying on the creep so strongly. I mean, what do? You all get neck books?
That's the issue there, yeah. Meanwhile, his Clockwork could be in a little bit of trouble there. See the Nyx just watching.
He's got a bottle DD. I think Nyx is thinking, do I want to go on this guy? He's missing a lot of mana. So he's not going to be able to cast much. Is it go time? Is it go time?
I think it is. He's vendetted. He's going to look for him.
He's gone. He might be able to catch someone else. Maybe Puck. He's like, how about Puck?
Too close to the tower, though.
Yeah. Unlucky. Miguel wasted his ult. Wasn't his fault. He thought something was on. I think we all did. You might be able to go Mirana here, but she's a tough cookie to catch. Yeah. And I'm not sure you'd want to fight her anyway. I mean, if you timed your carapace just right. But this is a funky set he's got here. What is this head? It looks like a sort of a clown's hat.
It's like a little red bauble on the end.
It's a bit weird.
Teams are gathering up, though.
What is going on with Disruptor? He's hiding. Oh, okay. Mirana ult. They're looking for something. They're like, right, Forged Spirits are here. There's no tower. I've located the enemy, sir. Invoker knows something's up. In goes Clockwork. Nice hook. He's going to eat a Sunstrike. A ton of damage. There's an arrow. Just misses. AAL finishes off the Tinker, and that is the power of that AAL.
Ryder's moved in.
But Disruptor managed to get the global, not the global, sorry, he gets his ult off and the glimpse, but he glimpses Nyx right out of it. And they're right back into the wards, and they've got lots of trouble. Puck goes down, and they have to run back. Fata's coming in. He's going to chase. Mirana's going to leap over there if she can, but she's 9 seconds cooldown. He's going down on Disruptor. Gets a circle down, traps Invoker. That might save Mirana's life. She's got a haste rune here. Nyx grabs a haste rune. She decides to TP out. I think she's going to make it. Stun just doesn't catch her. Unlucky.
Really not a great exchange there for PR at all. Sigma mopping the floor there, PR. And they're going to get themselves another tier 1 here on bottom lane. Some really nice moving around there for Sigma.
Well played, Sigma. Easy rares for whoever bet against PR, is what people are saying in the chat. But it's not over yet. It's just really, 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 really hard for them to come back into this game when they've lost all their outer towers. And
14 minutes in.
It's not looking good in the fights either. But let's see if this clock, because I think he's done good so far.
Yeah.
Done good work. Done good. Awful grammar. I apologize. If my mum was listening, she'd be devastated. But look, see, this is what I'm talking about. So when you're trying to push, you're pushing into the counter push of these wards.
Yeah, yeah.
And March. And Ether Shock.
And Forge Spirits.
So it's really, really, really going to be extremely difficult. And in terms of their damage, Disruptor's not contributing a huge amount. His ult is great. Clockwork is good against individual targets. Puck falls off and is quite squishy. And as we saw in that last fight, they've got enough lockdown, I think, in terms of stuns. Sunstrike on top of him. There's a ping going down. Miguel wants trouble. He's like, hey guys, there's a Disruptor here. Forge Spirits might come in and help. They're going to keep him scattered out. Miguel come around the back. There goes the TP from Tinker. This is aggressive. Right into the ult. It's almost like Disruptor knew this was going to happen. And Miguel is caught by the arrow. But his Carapace stuns too. I think he's still going to die. AL is going to catch him. No. Clockwork hooks in. Goes in on Fata.
Oh, Ghostwalk though. He's going to be fine.
Yep, he is going to be fine. Oh, the rockets. And in comes Tinker and Veno. And now that's going to get turned around on them. Shadow Shaman running too. Clockwork in a lot of trouble. Nice Veno ward there too. And they only lost the Nyx.
Yeah. PR desperately just trying to get the pick off set, but he haven't got the damage output to secure these kills.
And also Tinker just has to TP somewhere near. And now he's got his blink. 16 minutes. And there go the wards. This is just gross.
2. I think this is going to be a really quick GG call.
Yeah, this could be. I think once they lose a lane of racks, this is going to be a very quick call. And look at Invoker's got. He's got mech. He's got treads, and he's got 4,000 gold. He's like, I can get whatever I want right now.
Blink Dagger does go up on Puck, though.
Yeah, and there you go. He's bought Neckbook too.
Just because they haven't got enough push.
How much push do you need? Monsters.
Drums go up on Mirana as well. That'll just help us sustain into mid-game a little bit.
She ain't going to get to mid-game. She ain't going to get there. Sorry, PR, but, I mean, I think this is more I need something by, because... You know, I mean, they're going to get no farm. Once they get pushed in like this, I mean, what are they going to do? Where are you going to push out to? You can't.
That's it. They got nowhere to farm now. Sigma have just got this whole map on lockdown right now.
Sigma's lineup really good. I think the other problem is Disruptor and Clockwork. You know, they're great against sort of. Well, they're good in a team fight. Don't get me wrong. Disruptor is great. Clockwork's great, but the damage isn't there.
Yeah, they've just not got enough to secure these kills. Like, Puck deals a little bit of damage.
Yeah.
Clockwork's good for singular targets, like you said. If you can get a nice arrow, okay, it does a chunk of damage. Yeah. Starstorm does a bit of damage as well. But until Miranda starts right-clicking hard as well, they just haven't got any kill potential.
She'd need to get something up really quickly, but then she's got no survivability. And then comes a hook. That's nice. They're going to catch Miguel. There's the AA ult as well. That's going to catch a couple. So down goes Venom and Nyx.
Arrow goes on
and there's the silence. They're going to catch Shadow Shaman too. Invoker eats a 5-second arrow and he dies. Buyback from Nyx. Tinker is there. He's trying to clean up. He lasers. Who did he get? Mirana in the face?
Yeah, and I think he caught Puck as well.
He got disrupted too, I think.
Puck with a Sunstrike, I believe.
Nice. And now it gets turned around. Miguel's looking for... Oh, there's a nice stun. There goes the block. And look at this. Tinker's coming in. Onto the neckbook creep. Catches a cog to the chops. There's the rocket. Rearm. Does he rocket again? Does he blink? There goes a nice stun of the rocket. Oh, it's well played. Well played, Sigma. Very nice. It's the way they don't stack anything.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's so good when you see these organized sort of pro teams, this sort of organization that they have where it's like they just seem to know. You know, I'll stun, then you stun, then I stun, and it's really good to see.
It's really nice to see indeed. Like PR, like at the beginning of that team fight there on top lane, I thought they were going to take it. I thought they were really going to do some damage and claw themselves back into it. But again, they just completely fell off. Like once they all just charged in and busted out their moves, they kind of like, right, well, let's just right-click these guys for minimum damage now.
Very, very tricky.
Like Miranda got like a full-on, like full-length stun on the Invoker.
Yeah.
And the Invoker like was absolutely fine. I think the Invoker did die.
Did he die in the fight? That's one thing they need to change is being able to scroll back up.
Yeah,
but yeah,
AA
okay, so AA killed him. Yeah, I think the AA ticked and killed him. I would guess anyway.
But then Invoker,
let's have a look at some graphs. Let's go. Let's follow someone while we're doing that.
In it.
Oh God. Okay, we'll get it this time. Ugh. Right, and then we'll XP, 4K in favor of Sigma, gold. Well, nearly 10K really in favor of Sigma. So looking good for them. The 4-man train here in the middle, leaving AA solo farm. He's got a hand of money.
Let's have a look. What's he doing?
That is a Treads hand of money AA.
Yeah.
That is.
You know, are they going to stay in this game long enough for it to prove worth its while?
That's I gotta say that's ambitious, man. Because he is you know, he's up against a pretty tough lineup to be. I mean, Sunstrike plus what Nyx has got, that's a dead AA.
Oh yes. Meanwhile though, you see you got a PR like grouping up at middle, and meanwhile though, Sigma are just going to push on that tier 2 on top lane.
Look at those robots.
Very,
very tough. Very tough. Sigma pushing here. Look at the neckbug creeps as well. Look at that Necro Archer. He's so pleased with himself.
Yeah. I'm just going to fire my arrows.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Mana burn. I mean, Jesus. Look at the mana burn. It burns 175. It's crazy.
All right, here goes
the
the
AAL. Tower. There's the AAL. And there's the hook. Lands. But what now, buddy? That chicken response. Holy cow.
There we go. Puck moves in as well.
Oh my goodness, the speed there. Disruptor ult goes down, but Puck is going to die anyway. The ward trap, nice!
That's not great for PR as well.
PR 3 dead, and they're going to lose another tier 2. The reaction speed, there's the GG. The reaction speed for Shadow Shaman there on clock before he could cog.
Yeah, I know. Before he could even set out the cogs.
Really
it's
nice.
Like you mentioned this the other day, is that you got that delayed reaction. It's like a second before you can cast those cogs.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's all the Shadow Shaman needed.
Yeah, nice. Really nice. Very, very impressive performance from Sigma there against PR. Rares down the drain. I lost a PA, rare sword. I lost some other stuff. But, you know, I guess Sigma don't care about that. Thanks, guys.
So, I think that's why they call it gambling.
Yeah, is that how that works, Joe?
I think that's...
My mouse disappeared. This is something else that happens. There's a bug that the mouse disappears. But anyway, game over. I hope you guys enjoyed the match.
Yes.
We are just going to come back in shot now. Hello, friends. Hello. So the
I love that he was waiting.
The wave was poised, so I could
He was
time
there
it.
for about 2 seconds just doing that.
Hello.
That was brilliant.
So next up, PR against VP.
Yes.
I think this could go either way.
Yep. So VP are currently setting 4th in the league tables at the moment, with PR at 3rd. So 3rd versus 4th in the tables.
Indeed.
So this should be a good game.
Now, it's 8:30. Have we had the G3 announcement yet? We'll find out from Trout in a minute whether or not we have something to play out for you, or whether they're going to wait till later.
Yep.
I'm not sure. The G3 announcement video? He's going to check. We're going to find out. Or that was a nod yes? I
think we're going to do
I'll
that.
check.
So,
but anyway, so we'll take a short break while we figure that out, and we'll be back in a bit. We've got Game 3 coming up and the G3 announcement, so we'll see you guys in a sec.
Enjoy this.